Now I want to preface this video by saying I normally don't make these type of videos. I don't like making these type of videos. But sometimes I feel like it's just sometimes I just feel like it's a necessity and something that has to be done. Someone has to say something, somebody's got to speak up. So if that just so happens to have to be me, then so be it. Obviously the title's super clickbaity because I personally love Main Street Cycle, along with the majority of the people in the CFMoto community, the CFMoto world. Main Street Cycle has been a savior for a lot of us many, many times. You know, the debates back and forth on Facebook and just the whining and crying and all the ridiculous stuff, man. I can't read any more of it, to be honest with you. It's all so dumb and so childish, and most of it's just based on lies and misinformation. If you have ever personally dealt with Main Street Cycle or know anything about Main Street Cycle, you know that they are all about their customers. One of the things I keep seeing people say is talking about, oh, how Main Street has a monopoly on this, and Main Street has a monopoly on that, and Main Street's all about the money, and blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm here to tell you that I owned my first CFMoto in 2020. There were absolutely zero aftermarket accessories for almost 2 years for that machine, and for a lot of the CFMoto machines for that matter. We reached out, we contacted, we being me and Blake and some other people that had 950s, and even Steve and even the people at Main Street. We reached out to quite a few different companies, encouraging them to make accessories. And you know what we were met with every single time? We just don't know if the market's big enough. So that right there tells me they don't want to make a product because they're afraid they're not going to make any money. So who's the money grabber really in all of this? You know what I mean? You guys try to claim it's Main Street when really it was all these other companies who didn't believe in CFMoto, didn't believe in CFMoto owners to put their money where their mouth is. Well, guess what? Mr. Stephen Crane did. He believed in CFMoto, he believed in us, he believed in his dealership. He took the risk. And if you know anything at all about life, the bigger risk you take, the better the reward. And when no one else would take a risk on CFMoto, Steve and Main Street Cycle did. And it's paying off, and I'm super proud of them, and I'm happy they are where they're at, and I'm glad that they have done the things that they have done for CFMoto. Not to mention develops their products. They don't find products online from somebody else that makes them and then just resells what they have and tries to call it theirs. They actually physically go in and develop and spend time and money and effort more than anybody could ever imagine just to be able to bring the things that CFMoto owners want to the market. You know, one of the other things I want to address is, you know, fake accounts. Somebody tried to call me out or whatever on a post. I looked at the thing. It was a fake account. Called them out for being a fake account. They responded and then immediately blocked me because that's the wussy world that we live in nowadays. And if I can find some screenshots and stuff, I'll put them up here so you guys can see it as I'm talking about it. You know, if you've got time to develop fake accounts, to comment on groups that you've been kicked out of, or to comment on, you know, your own YouTube videos, like that just speaks to what kind of person you are right out the gate. I don't know anybody that I deal with that has time enough in a day to do that. And just, you know, the blatant lies and things coming out, you know, and you know, I was not asked to make this video. I'm making this video just because the people at Main Street are not only my friends, but they have become like family to me, and I'm very protective of my family. A lot of things I see from people are people that have never even ordered or dealt with them. I can tell you right now, they're the nicest people on the planet. They will go out of their way to do anything and everything to help anyone. They're on Facebook all day. They're answering phone calls all day. They're answering emails all day. They live and breathe this. This is their livelihood. This is what they love, and it shows. Main Street hasn't been in business for 23 years because Steve is some kind of shyster. Steve would much rather lose money and make a customer happy than make money. I can promise you that 100%. Sorry to have to make this little rant video. I hate these things. I'm gonna wrap it up. Just know that if you want to deal with someone who knows the ins and outs, has spent the money, the time, and the effort, and can provide you with actual numbers of what their kits and their exhausts and all of that do, Main Street Cycle's the only choice. They're the only ones that put out any kind of numbers that I know of. I haven't seen any else. And you know, and they put it all on video. They test and they retest and they have proof behind what they say. So if you really want someone you can trust to not only care about you and care about our community, there's only one choice, and that choice is Main Street Cycle. Thanks for hanging in with this video, guys. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, leave me a comment down below, and I got some more videos to shoot, and we will see you in the next one.